You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Yes, it
Thank you so much for staying with us this morning. I'm Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host today.
Hey everybody, Mark Cummings is here, and we're gonna have a ball.
That's right. And you know, as we always say, it's either feast or famine around here, but we still push on.
Yes, we do.
Oh, man, I want to say good morning to Vera and to Rosa, Katrina, Carl, to Al and Henry, and to David, and, Christopher, and there's just so many that we meet when we're out in the community, and just kind of relieved a bit that the pandemic, though I'm sure it's not totally over, but it has kind of subsided a bit, or at least the media stopped talking about it. How about that? Yeah, somebody want to say hey?
Yeah, well, the usual folks out there, all my people, HBCUs, love, the Delta love, and of course, all people out there making moves. We becoming senior citizens at a faster clip.
Uh-oh.
All my peoples that just hit 50 and above.
Uh-oh.
We got to get you on over to dedicated senior medical services.
That's right.
And for one of them tours, I just spoke with Calvin the other day, Miss Broughton, and I said, we'll get you back in the booth again, because we got to get these people out here to get this checkup. It's getting warm outside. You want to make sure you're tight.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be sick for the summertime.
No, not now. You know, it is said that it's going to rain, but not until later on this afternoon. But the temperature right now is very comfortable, nice for walking in the morning and enjoying yourself. You know, there are so many senseless crimes going on, but we have to work on the issues. First of all, it seems that the media spends a lot of time focusing in on the crime that takes place in the black community while not telling you about crime that goes on in the suburbs. Oh, the suburbs does have crime, make no mistake about it. And you know, they have cutesy little ways of describing it, but they don't tell you about white on white crime. You know, Russia, white, Ukraine, white. They are slaughtering people there, slaughtering them. And yes, there are massacres here, but it's a massacre in Ukraine by the Russians. White on white crime. Make no mistake about it. While they focus in on it here, as if nobody in the United States of America is committing a crime except black folk in the community. Don't believe the hype. You know, not saying that it does not exist. However, we need to begin talking about respect yourself. Respect yourself now more than ever before.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. We got to get back to understanding the power of knowing that you are a special person. But I think the key, once again, Ms. Broughton, is we got to get out this individualism. I mean, we got to get back to understanding the power of community. That's where you build up your confidence and you build up feeling like your self-esteem. You build it up from the community, the people you're around. That's the important part. So That's what we working on. That's what hood research is about, folks. That's why I tell you guys, I implore you guys every week. Let's get the phone up in here because we're going to take some calls today. And join hood research. Be a part of something where people getting things done, doing good work. And I mean, you know, it make you feel better. This is our 30th year anniversary. We've been out here. I mean, the roles are growing. Excuse me there. And I'm glad I'm a part of it. I've been a part of it for a long time. So, you know, I'm back in the fold again. And now we can get some things moving and grooving. So, folks out there, you know you got a lot on your mind. Yeah, Miss Broden said, just give us a call. Let's talk about some things today.
Absolutely.
Because I'm reading this book right now, Miss Broden. Speaking of violence, How to Kill a City. Gentrification, inequality, and the fight for the neighborhood, folks. They got to understand they playing this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, there's a plan to destroy Highland Park. And recently, there have been complaints from the suburban areas that we don't want to pay the water for Highland Park. Nobody asked you to pay the water for Highland Park. But the water department is charging excessively for Highland Park. And I certainly do hope that they have decent legal support, legal advice, because that needs to be exposed.
Oh, no doubt.
And as it relates to the city of Detroit, the city is charged retail rates, while the surrounding cities are charged wholesale rates. And the Detroit Free Press did an extensive interview and reported that the surrounding cities were raising the prices of the water
on their own
to their residents, yes, and allowing the residents to blame Detroit. You know?
Pass the buck. That's how you do it.
Right. Lie. That's what they did. They lied.
Exactly. That's just,
they lied.
It's a fancy way of saying they ain't telling the truth.
Right. So anyway, now Highland Park is fighting for its dignity, and people need to respect the fact that they are fighting. They did not use the amount of water that they're being charged for. So I certainly hope that they get the kind of legal redress that it takes to put those folks in their place.
That's right. And you know, I was looking at old Dr. Frances Cress Wells, and the folks out there, if you don't know who she is, just Google her and then check out some of her. She has lessons, classes, and she had mentioned how, you know, our neighborhood trash all over the place. People throw stuff out the windows of their car. She said, you know what a real active revolution is? You know, I get it, you know, we can pick up a gun, but we need to pick up a broom, okay? And people, that's what your Queen Shumaine, who we had on a couple of weeks ago, that's what she did. She just decided she was tired of the street she lived on being filthy and picked up a broom and went to work. And now look at that. You know that street over there is beautiful. They got a basketball court. They got the Queen Shoe House right there. They got a learning library house. I mean, the block stays clean. She got those, those two container homes where they sell stuff. Then you got a beautification piece across. Man, it's just beautiful over there. Now, you can do that on your block. I keep my house swept in front all the time because people just drop paper and we got to get out of this mode of just thinking our where we live is like a garbage dump, Miss Broden. You know how it is. You get outside, you end up stepping on someone. What is this? Or somebody left a McDonald's wrapper. How the heck did a McDonald's wrapper get on your lawn?
Yes,
come
as
on.
far away as McDonald's.
Right. I'm like, come on, folks. Let's get it together. Because we know, and we always ask why people do this. Because they don't care.
They've lost respect for themselves and the community in which they live. You know, when Mayor Coleman Alexander Young was in office, they established a what would you call it? A committee. It was a project, KDBT, and that stood for Keep Detroit Beautiful Teens,
Okay.
or task force, and the teens in throughout the city were encouraged to participate and to become conscious of the fact that where you live should look neat inside and outside.
And they used to pay us to clean up. That's what the summer jobs were. You get out there, rake, sweep.
Right,
You know,
right,
shoot.
right. And then it's called curb appeal. When
Exactly.
people can go down the street and look at the homes and how neat they are. It's curb appeal.
Exactly.
Yeah. But KDBTs, Keep Detroit Beautiful on
That's
task
right.
force.
And we want to do that.
and that should be done again. You know, I think there was a what do they call those little things that ride around and they sweep the curb.
Oh,
and they
those,
wash the curb.
right.
Yeah.
The street sweepers.
And there were signs on some streets that they were going to do that. And this month, I'm like, oh, that's special.
And that's when you can't park your car on the street.
Exactly, right. But you know, in New York, that's a daily routine. You park on, say, the south side of the street, and they clean the north side of the street. Well, the next day, you can't park over there. They give you to park on the north side of the street because they have to clean the south side. And that's a daily exercise for I guess, the Department of Public Works in the city of New York. And because they have millions of people, let's see, last time I checked, it was about 10 million people living in the city. So
They done moved
that's
a lot of them out.
that's a must. But yeah, it used to be 12. That's a must that the streets be swept. But when you talk about gentrification in New York, it appears to me that the reason that Bill Clinton got out of office, after his term, and plunked his happy assets in Harlem, it was to
That was the plan.
initiate
Yeah.
gentrification,
It was definitely
or as we call it, Negro removal.
It was a plan.
And had an office there, you know, why the hell would he want an office in Harlem? Was it to make it easier for him to meet black women? But there was more to it than that.
Well, I read this book, and we got to get in touch with this sister Lauren Hood. She's a big housing advocate here in the city. She used to work for one of the tech firms, Miss Broden. And she realized that the technology she was working with was helping gentrify the city.
Oh,
of Detroit.
no.
So she said, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to get out here and fight for the people. So we definitely got to get her on. There's a story in here about her family. And, they, like most of us, grew up here in the city of Detroit. And then one night, somebody robbed her mother and father. They had to leave. And that's usually the case. Something happens traumatic, and you've been here 50 or 60 years. And you know what? I got to go. I'm too old for this foolishness. And that's like you said, we got to stop all this silliness.
I agree. But on that point, when people decide they have to leave, they are assuming that the suburban area that they want to move to has problems as well.
They're assuming it's safer.
Yeah,
That's what they
exactly.
assuming.
And it's not. I mean, there was one, I was trying to remember whether it was Allen Park or where it was, but anyway, somebody came into the home. The home has, the sliding patio doors, went into their children's room and took the child. Just out of bed, night, and left.
Well,
I'm like, wait a minute. Why would you even go to bed and leave your doors unlocked?
that's when you cocky like that.
Oh, that is right. It's something they would like to believe called white privilege. Well, some white person took the privilege of taking their daughter out of the house.
Hey,
Please.
it's a little rough around here. I mean, like I said, what I talked about it a few weeks ago. Look, 75% of Americans can't get their hands on $1,000. That's all Americans. So I'm like, people out here, you know, they barely getting by. That's all of us. We just happen to be barely getting by with even less than everybody else. So we might not be able to get our hands on $500. You know, so it's tough out here. And people, and we, you know, we all know inflation is eating through whatever money you got coming in. Like Ms. Broden was saying a few weeks ago, 15. Now we need to be fighting for $20 out.
Right.
Because 15.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like,
And by the time they get that, you are absolutely right.
so it's tough out here, folks. And yeah, this book is a great book, Ms. Broden. They talk about 4 cities, and they talk about San Francisco. They talk about Brooklyn, New York. They talk about Detroit, and they talk about New Orleans. And what people don't realize is, okay, the charter school movement really was built to kill unions, folks. Do you realize these teachers at these schools are not unionized? They don't have protections.
Right.
They have made the entire school system in New Orleans charter school. And gave the teachers an ultimatum, like, if you want to be a part of this, you got 3 weeks to figure it out. And they lost like 2,000 teachers back in 2010. So people got to realize, look, these are plans. This was an idea where they said we didn't have enough money. All of this stuff started moving in 2013, 2014, when they talk about we didn't have no money and we had to file for bankruptcy. Then they started having all these meetings, the New Urbanism Committee, my man Phil Cooley that runs Slow's Barbecue. All of these guys sat down and decided, look, we're going to come in, we're going to change the entire complexion of the city of Detroit. And they only been focusing on 7.2 miles from Jefferson to Grand Boulevard. They know how this thing is working. You are out, folks. You keep talking about the neighborhoods, but you put a mayor in there that ain't concerned about the neighborhood. He'll fix up a playground here and there, but that ain't changing your situation. Not if they didn't overtax you for $600 million. So we got to really recognize, if we don't come together and get on the same page with this thing, because all this other stuff is just distractions, you know, we can't win. I mean, Ms. Brown talk about learning civics in school and understanding how this whole machine works. We got to know what we up against. Because you don't want to wake up one morning and everybody done got moved out the city like they did in Frisco. Ms. Broden, it's so bad in San Francisco. They didn't move folks out so far. They passed the suburbs.
Oh, whoa.
They call them exurbs now. They got a name. So when you done pass the suburban ring, you out somewhere in the country with the dust and the haystacks, and you ain't even in a city that's incorporated. Some of the people live in cities with no running water because that's all they can afford. This is how it can happen. And now the tech folks, they going through. You heard it, what is it, the Tesla, what's his name?
Tesla?
What's the Tesla guy name that got all the money that just bought Twitter? Anyway,
Right.
They laying off 10,000 people. These are tech folks. You know, so it's like, come on, folks. I mean, you know, everybody out here, you know, struggling.
And then to talk about assistance from the city. Now this is interesting. This started when Dennis Archer became mayor. I'm told that if a person wanted a Section 8 voucher, they could receive a Section 8 voucher from the City of Detroit Department. However, you couldn't use it in the City of Detroit. So
you got
now,
to go.
Yeah, wait a minute now. So to make a bad situation worse, they were told, well, after you've been out of the city in about a year, you could probably, you know, use it and come back. Who wants to be up and jumping and moving and back and forth and back?
Right.
What?
And what's the guarantee you can come back?
Exactly. So that was another trick that was a part of the gentrification, or as we call it, Negro removal.
Unfortunately, that's what it looked like it's coming down to. What we up against it, Tim? He said, go ahead on and, well, I'm telling you, folks, we getting here. We just And what's the number? We're going to have to get 313-868-0351.
Yeah. Or 868-4336.
There you go. Call on in, because I know you got an idea where the city going, where you want it to go. Give us some ideas of what you want to see in your city. This your city.
That's right. That's right.
Take us there, Brother Till.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
This is Theo Broden from Feedback. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jewel Perkins, inviting you to become part of the biggest citywide community service day in the nation. It's the 16th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, Saturday, August 6th. Get your church or your block club to host an event to show your neighborhood pride. Create a youth activity or beautification project, and we'll provide the banners and t-shirts to make it happen. Register at arisedetroit.org or call 313-921-1955.
I've always been a runner, but I've never run from anything, and neither has my city.
Do you want to be a Detroit police officer?
Sir, yes, sir. Amen.
It's something special to protect the people closest to you, the ones you've known all your life, your neighbors, your friends. I was born in this city, and I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. That's why I wear the shield.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broten.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback, feedback, feedback. And we are back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. I want you to know that Hood Research has a Facebook page. We encourage you to follow Hood Research on Twitter. We have a website as well, which is hoodresearch.org. The telephone number is 248-234-2371. Again, area code 248-234-2371. And our email is contact@hoodresearch.org. Again, CONTACT, and the little @ symbol, the A with a circle around it, HOODRESEARCH.org. Contact@hoodresearch.org. Well, the cha is not a part of it, but anyway, I just couldn't resist putting that in there.
Yes, indeed.
And we encourage you to join us. And as Mark has already told you, Hood Research is 30 years old, and we're expecting to celebrate with a luncheon, and the luncheon will be the first Sunday of November. We're anticipating that. And
So
we'll
they give them a lot of time to join.
And we'll be talking more about it as well. And you know, the kinds of positive things that are going on in the community don't get enough
love.
There you go. They don't, you know. And I say, as we come together, we need to share with our young people that respect is extremely important.
Exactly.
When you respect yourself, then you want to have your home inside and outside looking neat. Yeah, it may not be the kind of home that you might find in Birmingham, Michigan, or the kind of home you might find in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. But where you live is a home that you should be proud of, that you should want to have neat at all times, because you respect yourself.
That's right. You respect your home. That's important. I mean, I know when I grew up, my father, we got a lot of shrubs, and boy, on Saturdays, he'd be out there turning them into monuments. That's one thing. He always made sure them shrubs were nice, that grass was trimmed, and I'd cut the grass, he'd do the shrubs, and you know, and my mother did the garden. So
shaping it up.
And everybody, and it's just like the old, you know, that's who we are. We people of the earth, you know. That's why they brought us over here. We taught them how to grow all kind of stuff. And they made a mint off of tobacco and sweet potatoes and all of this stuff.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because the thing that gets spread all the time is cotton. As if there wasn't anything else our people could do but pick cotton. There's no conversation about the Africans who built ships, repaired ships, and many of them were found on the East Coast, you know, South Carolina, Virginia, around in there. But they had that knowledge. But all you hear about, well, you know, the Africans picked cotton, and they did that too. But what about the other things?
Right in my throat or something.
Oh.
Yes, you're right, Ms. Broden. And I was watching a documentary a few years ago about South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, as a matter of fact, South Carolina. And, you know, rice, a lot of people don't realize. The Africans came down and they cleared out that land for them to be able to harvest rice. So that means they cleared out all that swamp land when you had snakes and all kind of alligators, you name it. They cleared that out and showed them how to put that land down. And then they got rice, and most people think rice is just Asia.
Oh, right. They're the only
patties.
ones who eat rice. Yeah.
But it's like we were showing them how to grow rice, and that's just another staple. These are all things that have made this country rich because the soil here is incredible.
Right.
And we grow everything here.
Right. It's like here in Detroit, there were people mistakenly thought that Black Bottom was called Black Bottom because black people lived in that area. Not true. Dispel another lie. It was called Black Bottom because the soil was rich.
See, look at that.
And they could grow many things in that soil.
And they definitely don't want you to have your own soil. And then you could grow what you want.
Well, there was destruction. And you want to know who are they? Well, they are the systemic racists who were moving people here and there for the reasons of their own, and they wanted to destroy the area of Black Bottom. So what did they do? They drove the people out, and they dug a big hole, and it became 375.
So every time you drive over that, thinking you driving over your people.
Exactly. Right. And now there's conversation about filling it in. Eliminating 375.
How
That's
about
something.
that? After all this time.
But you just pay attention to what's going on. But I have a question which has nothing to do with Detroit or Michigan. Why is Florida not referred to as down south? That's not a riddle, but
that's interesting. Most people don't think of it like that. It's almost like after Georgia, that's the end of the South.
Right. But then they skip over, and they do go to South Carolina. No. South Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's definitely South.
I
think what it is, it's so close to Cuba. I think people think of it like it's just a tropical state,
Oh, please.
Like, it really don't count as the South. And then, you have the Indians down there, them Seminoles, and, a lot of black folk, they allowed a lot of black slaves to come and escape to what was that fort down there? Because they had a big battle, of course, and you can read about that in one of Dr. Claude Anderson's books, as a matter of fact. And they had that battle down there, and they ran the Indians off their land, but named the school Florida State Seminoles.
And then they burned a lot of the Africans out. And there was some big festivity going on, and the white races invited the Africans who lived on the ocean shore, the prime land, and said, come on, we're celebrating. We want you to come with us. And the Africans actually believed that the mindset had mellowed out. They left, went to the festivities, and next thing you know, there were flames shooting high in the sky. The whole area that they had developed for themselves was burned to the ground. Burned to the ground.
And that's why I'm trying to figure out, what do we need to study, Miss Bro, about this reparation? Just the fact that we know about 15 cities that they destroyed, 6,000 people that they lynched. These are just things that we know, that we aware of.
And much that we have to add to it, but no, we don't need to study. And I couldn't understand why Congressman John Conyers every year would introduce that bill for studying. I mean, we've been studied long enough, and there have been many others who have received reparations with no pushback from anybody.
This is true.
They've just received it. And even the Native Americans now are receiving in the form of checks every month and proceeds from a casino that's on many of the reservations.
Not only that, they got $31.8 billion from that last COVID package. The package that the farmers, black farmers, was only going to get like $1 billion of that $5 billion, because 20% of it is going, because really it's for minorities, and that includes women now, folks. You remember now, the white woman is a minority, according to the minority piece. So they going to get some money out there. And do you realize it's still held up in court? Nobody's got a check. This is how you make other minorities look at black folks like y'all holding all of us up. Because the reason they stopped that piece for the farmers was because they felt like the black farmers was there. They getting reparations. Well, what's everybody else getting there? If it's $5 billion and we only gonna get $1 billion, what, they ain't getting reparations? You giving us the money back you owe us. That ain't no reparation. If you supposed to take care of the money we already stole it from us. Man, give us our money, man. That's recompense. And now people don't realize it's still. When did they pass that package? 2020? It's 2022, Ms. Broden. That is still held up in court. Some court in Wisconsin, some guy in Wisconsin was like, white farmer was like, that ain't fair. It's reverse racism, and now it's sitting around in the courts. So folks, we got to understand this racism piece is real, but it's holding up everybody. That's why I want to understand. White people, you don't win with this racism piece. You ain't winning. What were we talking about over the break, Ms. Brooks? Birmingham schools.
Yep.
$13 million in the hole. They're going to have to lay off teachers.
Birmingham, Michigan.
Man.
Birmingham, Michigan.
Come on, folks. You ain't winning with this racial
Laying
thing.
teachers off.
When I heard the story, I thought they were talking about one of the black enclaves. I said, what? Did somebody got laid off because they got a shortfall? When they said Birmingham, I almost fell out my chair. I was like, hey, you know, they got a lot of black women on the city council up there. There's a lot of black women on that city council in Birmingham. So there's a lot of black people that didn't move to Birmingham. And now they're getting shortfalls.
Oh, goodness.
Right. Time we move out there, they just automatically start changing.
Changing.
Like, man, come on. Man. This is totally ridiculous.
And the property tax is high, so it makes you wonder what is being done with these tax dollars.
That's a good question. That's a good. So, folks, nobody's winning. That's why, you know, we got to get it together. I mean, Ms. Broden put that. This is a good reason to join her research. You're going to get a package with so much good stuff in it about various black businesses. But the main thing is understanding the principles of Kwanzaa. You can't lose when you understand it's certain principles you got to live by. And once you learn that, you can be a better person. I mean, you got to understand you need unity, you need your faith, you need collective work and responsibility. You need these things. Community is important, and it's built through this. You know, I mean, sometimes I feel like we're a broken record over here, Ms. Broden.
You have to. You know why? That's how commercials are.
Yeah, you're right.
Commercials are repetition, and it has to be. One reason is the person who saw it this time may not have seen it the last time.
That's right.
And won't be listening or watching the next time. So they have to continue to be a broken record, if you want to call it that, in the commercial, to make sure that everybody gets to hear.
Right. Now that's programming, D. Because that's why they don't want us in the media, folks. Because we can continually get this message to you.
Right.
Unbelievable. Just like,
and we have to do it. We have to do it. And also, you know, we talk about respect yourself now more than ever. We listen to the reports about our children not passing the third grade when it comes to reading. And if that continues to be the case, it points out that we need to tutor.
That's right.
Our children.
That's right. Well, Miss Broden, you didn't tap somebody's heartstring out there. We got a call. Let's see who we got here this morning. Welcome to Feedback. You on with Ms. Theo Broden, the Hood Researcher, Mark Cummings. Talk to us this morning.
This is James Ford from the Obama weekend. They don't consider Florida, which it is down south, because of Disneyland the beaches, all the entertainment is close to Cuba and all the other islands, and basically they really don't want to identify Florida with down south. And it started with Walt Disney and a whole lot of other stuff, and probably started before that.
Copy
That's
that.
basically it. It's just the entertainment, and people want to alienate themselves away from being down south.
Mr. Ford, I was talking with Miss Brown this morning. She said, you were supposed to be on the show last week. Tell everybody what you're doing in the community and what's going on with the Obama weekend this year.
Well, Obama weekend is coming soon, and it's going to be the most prolific move towards unity with black people and people of color trying to present multiple life skills such as barber, beauty, carpentry, all the other skills, drywall, plumbing. We're going to present that to the kids. And the other thing, we're going to have an all children's parade and song, dance, karaoke, and everything. But first of all, I would like people to understand that we cannot do this by ourselves. We need people maybe to volunteer to do some things during that 3-day event, which is August 5, 6, 7, over at the Barack Obama Academy at 10800 East Canfield. So that's what's happening. It's going to be a gala event. We always, and I always say, we cried about the state fair leaving. Now we got a chance to have our own state fair and do what we do. So if anybody wants to help and plan, input, suggestions, ideas, anything, they can call me at 586-918-3061. But we do meet at the Barack Obama National Headquarters at 5555 Connor in Detroit every Sunday at 3 p.m. And our meetings only last like an hour or hour and 10 minutes, and that's it.
No.
So that's about it.
Now, hold on, slow down, because you're moving so fast. Now, you meet at 555. Is that Samaritan Center?
Yeah, that's the Obama Weekend National Headquarters, lower level.
Okay, you got to let them know that's the Samaritan Center. They'll be looking for the Obama Weekend Center.
No. It's at the Samaritan Center. The office is in the basement.
That's right, folks. And that's a nice place over there, the Samaritan Center. You got to get over there and be a part of what's going on with Brother Ford. And I'm going to come on by there and get some of them T-shirts this week.
God bless you and thank you. But Disneyland is one of the reasons they don't consider Florida down south and all the wherewithal and having fun, the beaches and all that. But it's definitely down south. And when you get down there, the brothers will let you know you down south.
It's farther south than any other state.
Well, I think Walt Disney knew the stigma of saying you were down south. So he didn't want to be connected with Alabama and Mississippi, all the racist states.
Right.
He like, this ain't down south. This is the beginning of something different.
Right. Well, as I said before, you have a nice time down there to go just enjoy yourself. But it's definitely down south.
Definitely. And like you said, there's a lot of Cubans down there. And I've been to Orlando. I've been to all of them, Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So I done seen a little bit of everything. And,
yeah, but it's a lot of hood there. It's a lot of hood down there, too.
And people be surprised. West Palm Beach, man, there's so many Detroit transplants in West Palm Beach.
Right.
Yes.
And let me just say one other thing. Where the Detroit Tigers train, for people that don't understand, they don't want to go down there and see them train, it's right in the middle of the hood.
Lakeland, Florida.
Like right in the middle of the hood. So they have a good
time.
Oh, my goodness. I know what when I drove down there back in 92, a friend of mine had a wedding down there, Mr. Ford, and it seemed like time I hit the border of Florida from Georgia, you could smell that salt water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah. Well, Florida is just, it's a little different. It's kind of rough on your car, too. People don't understand that as far as rusting the paint jobs and stuff like that. But other things happen. You're lucky if you can keep a radio in your car for over 2 years because the heat just kind of melts them away. And there's other little things that happen.
See, folks, you learn all kind of good stuff on feedback. Where you
I'm
go?
telling you, your radio.
Well, the heat is so hot that a normal radio duration, and they'll tell you that when you're back, is only 2 years because the other heat. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you park your car somewhere, the heat is so intense. If you leave the windows up, sometimes it'll blow your windows out.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so you can't roll the windows up real tight.
Well, you better leave a little crack in them.
Yeah. Oh.
And then the other thing, if you live in certain places, you plan on taking 3 baths a day.
So you be sweated out, huh?
Yeah, you sweat it out. The humidity is just something else.
Well,
but the other is some good things about that. You can keep your weight down because it's so hot you don't want to eat.
That's why all them guys come from there. They come out. It's like they come out the womb with them muscles. Them football players down there.
Well, it's so hot that you don't really want to eat. Don't just want to drink. You want to drink your juice, some beverages, or something like that. You don't want too much beef and all that kind of stuff.
You can't eat too much meat.
This and that.
What like beef or pork and all?
You don't want much to eat, Dio, because it's too hot.
I understand.
And you dragging around a steak you just ate. You don't have a spirit.
Wow.
and you know what, folks? I just want to say we got some incredible people with the Hood Research. Mr. Ford is a member of Hood Research, as well as working on this Obama weekend piece. Now, I know we sat down and talked, Mr. Ford, and for a lot of people who don't realize, you were a baseball scout.
Yes, I was.
And, you know, a lot of people don't think that, you know, black folk can even get into it. You were that way back when we didn't think we had baseball scouts.
Well, I was scouting when there was only about 32 of us nationally.
Wow.
And it was a good job. A lot of times, though, in certain places, in certain stadiums, like in Ohio, I was in a meeting, and one of the coaches came in and asked me had I cut the grass.
Oh. One of the white coaches came in, looked at you and asked you had you cut the grass.
Yeah, he had asked me had I cut the grass. He didn't know I was a scout. I was only black scout in the meeting inside the stadium, and he thought I was just standing there.
But you had to be long service.
Oh
goodness!
That was one of the guys. That was one of the university. He didn't know, and everybody started laughing. All the other scouts that knew I was a scout, all the other white scouts knew I was a scout. They started laughing at him, and he just was standing there looking dumb. And they said, "I think you better give pardon to this guy."
Right.
I mean, I had a lot of good experiences. I went up to. I'm gonna just say this and get off the phone. I went up to Paw Paw, Michigan, which was the home of Charlie Maxwell. And I called and told them I was lost. And I couldn't find the stadium. I was trying to scout this player. They ordered a police cartel to drive me through the city. Now, can you imagine a black man driving a car? And they had 3 police cars in taking me through a city.
They were taking you on a tour.
Paw Paw, Michigan.
Oh, Lord.
Look here, Mr.
So
Ford.
that's it.
We got to get you down here.
It's a lot of funny stories to that.
We got to get you down here. Now, you know you got to come on down to the studio in person now, right?
Well, I do that, but I'm a little shy.
Nah, man, you ain't shy. What you talking about? We're getting you down here. Well, we'll put the number back out for folks who want to be vendors for this piece.
586-918-3061.
Perfect.
God bless you.
That's Brother James Ford, and I'm telling you, Miss Broden, we just got some really interesting people that the membership.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That book that you're reading, How to Destroy a City, and James Ford with the Obama Weekend. And it was interesting because he was saying that the former president did not get the kind of accolades, you know, at the end and all. And someone, somewhere down the line, they said they have, I guess, finally started building his library. Each president has a library.
Uh-oh, Timmy Tim giving me the signal.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we have to pause for the cause at the top of the hour for station identification. And we want you to know that we shall be back after that, and we'll be back momentarily.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Thabiti Mpinda from the Feedback Program. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warmer.
Woody Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germ. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Hugh Perkins, inviting you to become part of the biggest citywide community service day in the nation. It's the 16th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, Saturday, August 6th. Get your church or your block club to host an event to show your neighborhood pride. Create a youth activity or beautification project, and we'll provide the banners and t-shirts to make it happen. Register at arisedetroit.org or call 313-921-1955.
I've always been a runner, but I've never run from anything, and neither has my city.
Do you want to be a Detroit police officer?
Sir, yes, sir. Amen.
It's something special to protect the people closest to you, the ones you've known all your life, your neighbors, your friends. I was born in this city, and I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. That's why I wear the shield.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Chilling.
There was something so pleasant about
What's
that
going on?
place.
Where am I?
Look, Al is not who you need right now.
In so much space.
I'm sure he isn't thinking about you. I'm just saying somebody ought to take her down a peg, and how's that gonna happen? Breaking up her marriage?
Tell him I had an amazing time with him today.
Wait, what did you just say?
Okay, thanks, baby.
Where's mine?
Hey, Leslie.
That made me crazy. That made me crazy.
Sorry, Hank. I can fix this. I promise I can fix everything.
Listen, Hank. I know your heart. And I know that it's not in those streets.
Ain't nobody to blame but yourself, Rico.
You want to get out the game and flip the script? You're going to have to truly know who the Lord is.
I think you crazy. Tonight's your lucky night.
You know all about your son.
It's just that everybody in this church knows about your daughter.
Good morning, Detroit. It's your man, Roland, and we're rolling into a beautiful day.
107.5 FM, WGPR, HD2.
Let's cherish these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the celebrations going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. 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 With you. All right.
Yes,
You know, I am always excited when you bring out the calendar
Yes.
and talk about the birthdays. And if you want to call in with a birthday, you can learn the significance of that date. But right now, we want to do a few in the month of June.
Now let's start out. Now you told me you just had a great grandchild born.
Yes.
Don't be holding out on us.
Yeah. On June the 2nd.
Yes, indeed. Now, what we
Yeah,
have, a
baby
boy or girl?
Girl.
Okay.
A baby girl now. And on June the 2nd, what does it say on the calendar?
Well, let's see.
Who was here then?
Let's see what we got. Let's see the lineage here for June the 2nd and who she got to follow. Because I'm looking at the name here, John Baptiste Point DeSalvo. And we all know he founded Chicago, folks. You can say what you want to do. Pioneer, entrepreneur, a trapper. That means he was a hunter. Got out there and trapping things. Oh, my goodness. And a milliner, man, getting things done. Born around 1745 in St. Mark, Haiti. Whew. Worked for the family-owned business, the DeSalvo and Sons in Haiti. Now, I bet you didn't know they had businesses in Haiti in 1745, did you, folks? Come on now.
And so much was perpetrated against our people that it definitely makes you wonder, you know.
And we got to understand greatness, folks. Educated in France, migrated to New Orleans to find the occupied Spain. He received protection from the French Jesuits and escaped to St. Louis. Left St. Louis for Peoria, Illinois after the British took control in 1767. He settled among the Peorians and the Potawatomi Indians. See, them Indian tribes, folks. Peoria and the Potawatomi, we just think they regular name. Them Indian tribes. Began traveling back and forth between Illinois and Canada in 1769 by using the Illinois River and Lake Michigan.
Wait a minute. Illinois to Canada, and they use what?
Used the Illinois River and Lake Michigan. Yes, indeed. On that boat piece.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that because I was thinking about Chicago, which is west of the state of Michigan. When you think about the Great Lakes, yeah, I'm just trying to visualize them traveling during that time. Wow.
Well. And he frequently stopped at the main portage of Escanuku. Wow.
Right.
So
Okay.
I take his word for it. And he decided to settle at the mouth of the Illinois River, building a trading post and becoming the first permanent resident of Escanagu, which is what, folks? Chicago, Illinois. How about that?
Well, excuse me.
Now,
Okay.
the other folks. Now, I'm thinking that she might be a journalist here, Ms. Brody.
Oh.
1947 on this day, Clarence Page, the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist from Dayton, Ohio. You know, he writes for the Chicago Tribune, and he does it. They always on MSNBC. And Clarence Page is a pretty, well-respected journalist. Now, here's one for you. You're going to really like this one, Ms. Brody. 1951 on June the 2nd, Ken Chenault, the president of American Express, Consumer Car and Financial Services, was born in Mineola, New York.
I remember that. Well, yeah, right. Was it 5 years ago he became president?
Right. Yeah, I don't know if he's still the president, but yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
Heavy hitter. So, folks, I'm telling you, Miss Broughton, your great-granddaughter is on her way to greatness. So that's a beautiful thing. Now, I know you mentioned another thing in the family before we get to these other birthdays.
What did you have, June 4th?
Oh, let's do June 4th.
June
Miss
4th.
Brown said, come on now, go on to do these birthdays. Let me see what we got here, June 4th. Now, June 4th is, let's see, we got June 3rd here, and then we got June 4th. Oh, my goodness. We got some powerhouses on these June. Matthew Alexander Henson. And folks, if y'all don't know about Matthew Henson, y'all been hiding under a rock somewhere. Labored as a cabin boy and able-bodied seaman aboard the merchant vessel, the Katie Hines, where he traveled through the Strait of Magellan, across the Pacific, to the China Sea, across the Atlantic, and into the Baltic Sea. Worked as a longshoreman in Boston, a bellhop in Providence, a laborer in Buffalo, and a coachman in New York City. My goodness, he did it all.
Oh, yeah.
He met Robert Peary in 1887, who hired him as an assistant for his trip to survey a canal route through Nicaragua. Accompanied Peary on his trips to the Arctic from 1891 through 1898, it says here. He had a lot of trips. Then one in 1905 to 1906, and 1908 to 1909. When the expedition finally reached its goal, and Henson became the first person to reach the North Pole. Folks.
And they've been arguing over that ever since.
Where do you think Santa Claus come from? Santa Claus is a black man. Like, let's just be real. We the first in the North Pole. It wasn't no Santa Claus on the North Pole that we got there.
We got there.
Man, we better wake up and recognize they done stole our greatness from us.
Oh, goodness.
We're great people, Feeks. Let's see, who else we got here? Oh, my God. Frank Robinson was named assistant manager of the Baltimore Orioles in 1991 on this date. So he wasn't the manager, but at least he got the assistant manager. He got started with it. Let's see, what else we got here? Okay, in 1905, a brother, S. Bacon Fuller, was the first African-American member of the National Association of Manufacturers. Wow, born in Monroe, Louisiana. Okay, all right. Passed away in 1988, so he 83 years. But now he was the first member, National Association of Manufacturers. And you know,
when it comes to creation and inventions, the Africans who were here in this country had to do the labor. And a person who actually does the work or the labor is the person who can share with you how to do it better. That's how the creations, the inventions began to spread. And while they were doing the work, Bubba and Billy Bob was sitting over there under the magnolia tree sipping on a mint julep and not knowing what was going on.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm going to get one more name in here because we got to call it. You stoked them up again. Let's see. We got 1922, folks. Samuel Lee Gravely, the first African-American to command a U.S. Navy ship, the USS Farragut, and the Navy's first African-American rear admiral, and he was born in 1922 in Richmond, Virginia.
Wow.
How about that? So, look, June the 4th is heavy. Well, we're going to take this call because Ms. Brown, she always gets y'all psyched up out there. Let's see who we got here. Yes, indeed. You on feedback with Theo Broner Hood Research. Mark Cummings, talk to us.
Slap dog, Silverado.
Well, there she is. Hey, happy Monday.
I just woke up. I can't stop sleeping.
Oh.
Hey, but Lady T,
yes.
I want to congratulate you. You have a granddaughter graduating.
Graduating tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and she will be receiving her shingle to hang out. She is a neurosurgeon. Some people say a brain surgeon.
What, Miss Brown, you holding out on us?
Go, baby, go.
Yeah. Yep, that is tomorrow, and we're all looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming, it seems, but when you have to go through medical school, it does take longer, you know.
She was dedicated, and now she's ready to operate it.
All right, listen to her, poet.
We need to see.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too, because I'm going to tell you, Miss Sylvia, we need to see more black people at these hospitals. And I mean black Americans. I mean, you're getting a lot of Africans and things in there. But it's like, look, why aren't we graduating from medical school? For one thing, it's too expensive. Okay, that's one thing. But another thing is we're not preparing our children. So that goes a long way in letting people know, Ms. Brolin, kids prepared. A neurosurgeon?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm sure it ain't that many black neurosurgeons in the entire country.
No, that's right. You come from great stock.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
No doubt. And that's a beautiful, what's her name, Ms. Brolin?
Renee.
Renee. Okay, Miss Renee, we want to say congratulations on your graduation. And you're moving on into the history books. You're going to be in the next Afro-Mation. You see this book?
That's right.
We're going to have one with your name in it soon. Indeed. That's a beautiful
thing.
She is.
It's about time for a new version. I might have to put out the Afro-Mation.
We need more African Americans in the medical field.
We do.
Not just surgery, but in all of the medical fields, you know. And one of the things that makes it difficult, not impossible, makes it difficult, is the financing.
Right.
Now, I've got to tell you, a friend of mine, Dr. Powell, for quite a few years was in the business of finding scholarships and grants. And she was telling me that annually every year, we would go with about 160 billion, that's with a B, grants and scholarships unclaimed. Wow. So it just says that maybe parents don't know how, students don't know how, counselors sometime, which is sad, will take a letter that has come to the school and post it on the blackboard somewhere, but never to share with the students, hey, there's a grant over here, you may qualify. Let's see if we can fill it out for you. And they have some grants that have nothing to do with your grades, your 4.0. You do not have to be a 4.0. There's a grant, I'm not sure if it's filled or still going on, but if the person's name is Allison, they got a grant. They don't care what your GPA is. You want to go to college, your name is Allison, you got the grant. There's another one that says if you're left-handed, didn't ask for your grade point average, just that you're left-handed. And people who are left-handed can get a grant.
That's me.
There are just some grants and scholarships out there that are definitely available. So if there's a person tuned in who wants to go into that field, that's desperately needed, because there are people who want to go who don't have the means, and this would help them get it. And oftentimes, if a student is very diligent, they can accumulate enough money for the dormitory, you know, the food, clothing that you get, and also a vehicle.
Wow.
Oh, yes, this is some serious stuff.
Right.
But a grant and scholarship, that needs to be promoted more and more and more to help our young people understand that there are resources. And the gentleman who paid in 2019, I believe it is, the graduating class.
Right. Okay.
Old Robert Smith is his name, yes. And he took care of everything that they owed. And now, just yesterday, I came across information that he is working on a concept or a project to make sure that the upcoming students, they may not be able to have 100% paid off, but a big portion is going to be paid off. So that's a great thing. And I also found that the basketball player that has won so many rings.
You talking about LeBron James?
LeBron, right. LeBron James is a billionaire. And they said that he became a billionaire because he was investing as a representative for Nike. So they gave him, the contract.
So his value now is $1 billion.
That's right.
And that's what people got to understand. It ain't like you got $1 billion just sitting around somewhere in the bank. Your value is worth $1 billion. That includes everything.
Also, we got to get the secrets out on these grants because many people are not getting the information because, like you said, there's grants for just your personal needs, for buying a house, going to school, starting your business.
Well, that's
so,
the
secret has to be let out.
Well, that's why we need the media outlets, Sylvia.
And it's not making it available to them.
Well, that's why we need the media outlets, because they're not going to tell you that on these other stations. You got to be able to access media that's going to, talk to you.
Right, right.
And I mean, these are things, because, I mean, if you're on the internet.
We got to be the media.
We got to be the media.
Well, that's what we doing.
Walking, talking commercials.
That's what we doing. Speaking of commercials, let me get this in, because Renee said, you got to get this in today, Miss Bro. Because for the folks, I'm telling you, Brother R.J. Watkins, proprietor down here, WHPR TV 33, and Brother Bert Deering, and everybody in the city knows Bert. These are two heavy hitters here in the city of Detroit.
Right.
They both going to be honored. There's going to be a Father's Day barbecue on, of course, Father's Day is the 19th this year, June the 19th, over at Westside Unity Church over on Joy Road. That's 4727 Joy Road. It's not that far from Joy and Grand River. If I recall, a few blocks east of that. And,
of Livernois.
Right. There, where Grand River cross over, and you go on down, and you'll see the church right there.
On Joy Road. And
well,
is
it's farther down from Livernois. Yeah, it's near Broad Street, exactly. It's right there near Broad Street. And yes, indeed. So, folks, come on out. It's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you get in, you get out. They're going to have a complimentary meal to follow the service. So get a little something to eat, that barbecue, honor your father, and show the love. And honor these two men, R.J. Watkins and Bert Deering, powerhouses.
Yes.
Black business here in the city. Let's do this.
And know that June is Father's Day celebration for in the month of June.
And it's Black Music Month.
Yeah, right, Black Music. And what else is it? Oh, Congress said Juneteenth is a federal holiday that we need to celebrate. And
it falls on, actually, Juneteenth is June the 19th. So
right.
That's the actual date of that.
Right. And they're going to celebrate on the 20th.
Right.
They meaning, I guess, Congress.
Yes, indeed.
Any of the federal government. But I'm waiting to see some more commercials. Do you know that Juneteenth ice cream is out?
I saw that. They pulled it, though.
Juneteenth. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
What was the story?
That piece from Walmart's had the Juneteenth ice cream. And
what did they say?
They got so much feedback and pushback that they went on and pulled them off the shelves.
Really?
Yeah. But people were saying if Walmart was right, they would have just got with a black vendor that does ice cream. And it's a sister that does the ice cream out here, and she got all these different flavors like peach cobbler ice cream and red velvet cake. I saw her stuff. And they really should have got with her, Because, I mean, if you get a contract with Walmart, you're good.
You did it. Right. Oh, that's sad. Well, Paul Taylor and his brother produce ice cream as well.
Oh, really?
And And it is delicious, especially coconut. I like that's my favorite.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Paul Taylor.
But now, do they package it? Like where you can buy it at the stores?
They were in the store. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But listen, can't you just see it now? The systemic folks want to say to you, "Come on down. We got your lawn chair. It's going to be in black red and green. And if you want a grill, we'll have the grill. Oh, that barbecue on the grill for you. It'll be in red, black, and green. You can have your green watermelon and your red tomatoes and your black people. And that's a celebration.
That's right.
On the 20th of June. Oh, like, give me a break, you know. The minute I heard that was the fastest approval of a federal holiday I have ever witnessed. I'm like, really?
But you know
Somebody wants to sell the people in our community junk.
And we can't fall for it like we did with the Kwanzaa piece, where they commercialized it, then they killed it. Because people really don't have the interest in Kwanzaa like they used to. But we can't let this happen this time, folks. Juneteenth, and if you're from Texas, because my mother from Texas, so she would always talk about Juneteenth, and I would be a part of there's a guy here named Damone Petty, he would do it every year, a Juneteenth celebration. I would always get a table as a vendor for one of those, and they'd have it at that Magnolia Park. It's off of Connor Downs, off of Jefferson. It's way deep in. That's the new kind of place. It's Belle Isle. Since they shut it down, that's the new place for the young folks to go and hang out. It's way
Jefferson
down in Connor. But you got to go past all them.
But Jefferson and Connor, that's where the international, what if you want to become a citizen, that's there, Jefferson and Connor. I'm trying to, as a park there, right?
Okay, well, it's further down.
Oh,
you got to go down Connor to Claire Point, then come back around, and there's a park deep up in there. And, it's amazing because they built these mini mansions for the GM workers, and then behind them is the houses all rotted out, and it's the most ridiculous thing. But you realize these people's a gated community over there, and they don't pay any taxes. I think they capped at $2,000 a year in taxes. So, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna figure this out when these 10-year abatements come up, Miss Bro, because they're not gonna want to pay. Let's just be honest. Them houses worth $500,000 now. The taxes on that go just eat them alive. They go like, man, no way. So I don't know. But anyway, yes, Juneteenth is an important holiday in our history, and we got to make sure that we don't let it get watered down and turn into some silliness. Because that's what it's about. They didn't let the folks down there in Texas know about being free till, what, 2 years later?
And somebody was trying to say, oh, it's just a few weeks. Weeks my behind.
Right.
No, much longer than that.
Ridiculous.
But
we got 5 minutes to go, Miss Broughton.
Uh-oh.
What was the Saturday call like this week? 'Cause we got to get these people calling on Saturday.
That is right. And for those who have pen and paper handy, on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, you can dial 1-978. 990-5000. It rings one time. Then you can put in the access code, which is 338-729. Press the pound key. You'll hear us talking. Once again, 1978 990-5000. Phone number. And
hot call, folks. National.
That's right.
Sometime international.
Yes. Oh, yes. It rings one time. Then you put in your access code, which is 338-729 pound. We have had a gentleman from Alberta, Canada. We had yesterday, because I do night for the night owls on 910 radio on Sunday night at 11 p.m. We had a gentleman from Chicago on. We had a lady on from Great Britain.
Wow.
And a man from Zambia, Africa.
All right.
So we have people who are on with us from all places around the world. And it's a good opportunity for us to hear some of the things that are going on in other places.
And it's a good opportunity for the people we have down. That's why I always implore you guys, when we have you on the show, follow it up with the call on Saturday so you could get the people to remember what, you know, you were down, what you were doing. A lot of them forget, and you know, they got them in their packages. But
and on Saturday they have shopping and other things to do, and be concerned about that curb appeal.
But like you said, you could go shopping and still listen to the show.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We have one Lifetime member who puts on the headset and goes out and cuts the grass while I listen to the show. And the Saturday show is from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. You're not required to stay on for the 3 hours. Some people stay on for a half hour, leave, and come back at 4:15, you know. Others, you know, go at 4 and they come back at 5 and they're on from 5 to 6.
And I know nobody never wants them to end, folks, because at 6 o'clock somebody's still talking, somebody got a question. So sometimes they leak over to about 6:30 sometimes, depending on, you know, what's going on.
And so it's a lot of fun to be on and have a dialogue about the different things going on. It's just enjoyable. But you can always go on computer and Google Hood Research. Just Google Hood Research, and it should bring you to the website, and you can check out all of the other things as well, you know.
And one of our members, Keith Owens, just won a Writers Award for the Detroit Stories Quarterly, the science fiction magazine that he's the publisher of. So, I mean, our members are just doing it big, folks. They get things done, winning awards and having a ball. And you can go to the site on Facebook, and you'll see all of that there. We got all kind of good fun stuff and events coming up and what's going on the Facebook page. And like Ms. Bro said, we got the Twitter account, everything. Just join Hood Research. Just get in on the call, hear it, and good. They're right against it. Tim said
we want to say, hey, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. We at Hood Research seek out as much information as we can to share with you and encourage you to share with us to help us all make better, informed decisions. Remember, you got to vote. Mark?
We're going to see you guys again next Monday. The BD going to be in the chair. Miss Broden, it's going to be a ball.
All right. Peace. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am the BD Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.